In a world that just keeps getting brighter and brighter, one city did something that sounds, well, a little crazy. It chose to protect its darkness. We're going to dive into the story of Flagstaff, Arizona, and see how they created a blueprint for bringing the stars back.
So let me ask you something. When was the last time you could actually step outside your door, look up, and see that incredible, sprawling band of the Milky Way? For about a third of all humanity, the answer is probably never. And that growing loss of our night sky, that's exactly what the people of Flagstaff decided to fight.
All right, so here's how we're going to break down their story. First, we'll look at the city's deep roots in astronomy. Then, we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the simple, smart solutions they used. After that, we'll uncover all these surprising benefits of a darker sky, including a pretty unexpected boost to their economy. And finally, we'll see how this one city ended up creating a model for the entire world.
So, how did this all even begin? Well, for Flagstaff, this wasn't just some new trend they jumped on. The city's whole identity is literally built on a scientific legacy that gave everyone a deep, deep appreciation for the night sky. This whole thing goes way back to 1894. That's when the famous Lowell Observatory was founded there, and they chose Flagstaff for one big reason: the amazingly clear and dark skies. This scientific heritage created this community-wide mission to protect that natural resource. And it all led to a huge milestone in 2001, when Flagstaff became the world's very first international dark sky city, a title that basically recognizes their incredible commitment to fighting light pollution. So what exactly was Flagstaff's smart solution? Well, the key to their success wasn't about turning off all the lights and living in the dark. Not at all. It was about turning on the right ones. It all comes down to this core concept: smart lighting. And no, it's not about making the city pitch black. It's really about being super efficient. It means using just the right amount of light, only where you actually need it, and only when you need it. That way you keep things safe on the ground while getting rid of all that wasted light that just pollutes the sky. And you can really see the difference here. On the left, you've got your typical city lighting. Unshielded fixtures just spraying light and energy in every single direction, creating that harsh glare and that ugly orange sky glow we're all so used to. But on the right, that's the Flagstaff model. See how the fixtures are shielded? They point the light down. They use low-intensity, warm-colored bulbs. All the light is focused exactly where people need it. It's such a simple change, but it's incredibly effective. So how they actually pull this off? It really boiled down to 4 key actions. First, they mandated shielded lighting. Simple rule: light points down, not up. Second, they required low-intensity, warmer-colored bulbs. Third, they put strict city codes in place to limit wasteful light. And finally, and this might be the most important step of all, they got the community on board. Residents and businesses had to actively buy into the vision for it to work. And all that effort? Oh, it pays off in some really surprising ways. This brings us to the incredible benefits of darkness. Because let's be clear, this isn't just for astronomers. Protecting the night sky is good for absolutely everyone. The positive impacts are just huge. I mean, it preserves wildlife by protecting nocturnal animals that need darkness to hunt and navigate. It actually improves our health by letting our bodies maintain their natural sleep cycles. It saves a ton of energy, which means lower costs and fewer carbon emissions. And, of course, it protects the dark skies that are so crucial for the scientific discovery that started this whole story in the first place. But the benefits didn't just stop with health and the environment. And this leads us to something I'm guessing nobody expected: how preserving darkness became a massive bright spot for Flagstaff's local economy. Think about it. By protecting something that most other cities were actively destroying, Flagstaff created this totally unique attraction. A whole new industry was born: dark sky tourism. Suddenly, people weren't just visiting for the hiking or the history, they were traveling there specifically for what they could see after the sun went down. So tourists now travel there seeking an experience that's become incredibly rare in our modern world: the chance to see the brilliant, jaw-dropping arc of the Milky Way with just their own eyes. This new kind of tourism, built around stargazing events and the simple, peaceful feeling of a truly dark night, now supports local hotels, restaurants, and tour guides. It's proof that there's real economic value in keeping the sky dark. This amazing success story created a powerful ripple effect, which brings us to our final section: how Flagstaff became a true model for the rest of the world. Their efforts have inspired countless other communities to just look up and realize what they've been missing all this time. When you boil it all down, Flagstaff's story proves a really crucial point. City growth and environmental responsibility don't have to fight each other.
it's actually possible to find a balance. They showed the world that you don't have to sacrifice progress for the sake of nature. By making smart, simple choices, they created a blueprint that cities, towns, and even national parks all over the globe are now following. There's a quote that just wraps this all up perfectly. In a world growing brighter every year, Flagstaff stands as a reminder that some things are worth keeping dark. And that's a really powerful thought to consider the next time you get a chance to stand under a clear, dark sky.